Good afternoon. It's a Sunday afternoon. I got Rylan with me. Brayson's taking a nap in the house. I wasn't going to make a video today, but I think we're going to start shelling corn today, and you guys are going to want to see that, so we're going to need to film it. So, Rylan, you want to go up to the cornfield and pull some ears and get a sample to check it?
Yeah, but we have one here.
Yeah, but that's not the right corn. We'll go take the gator up there and get some ears, okay? Okay, we're going to go check the corn, take a sample, see where we're at. All right, you coming, bud? He's making it. We're gonna go out here and pull some ears. So this is that 108-day corn that got the tar spot in it really bad and has pretty much shut down. I pulled some samples up here a week ago on Tuesday, so not quite a week ago, and it was 25%. We've had hot, windy temperatures since then. It's hot out today, so I expect it to be drier than that, but I don't know how much. Oh no, he's stuck. Come on, you'll make it. Push him out of the way. You coming? There you are. Come, you gotta go through them. Keep coming. You gotta find the gaps. There you go. Okay. So I am fairly concerned about this corn having standability issues. Right now, it looks pretty darn good, but what happens when this corn died prematurely from tar spot and other diseases is that it cannibalizes its stalk. So essentially, your leaves up here are what are providing photosynthesis and producing the sugars and the nutrients that the plant needs in order to finish the ears off. When this leaf tissue dies off, but the plant isn't quite mature yet, it starts robbing nutrients that it has stored in its stalk in the lower leaves, trying to push them into these ears to finish them. And so you end up with brittle, weak stalks, and already I can tell a lot of these tops are super brittle. They break off really easily. Now, I don't care if the top breaks off above the ear, but when the stalk breaks off like that, that's a problem. So, yeah, let's pull a couple of ears and take them back to the farm, okay, bud? He's mad at me because I broke that one. It's okay, bud. Once you get the ear off of it, we'll take that one with us. These are not super impressive ears. I'm not sure that this corn's going to be that great, just because of how prematurely it died. I expect the quality to be a little off. All right, well, we got our sample shelled off here. Waiting for the moisture tester to get booted up, and then we'll run it through there. He found my sample from the other day. 22-1. Okay. So when I had pulled in here after church today, Dad already had the combine out, the head on it, and was putting fuel in it. So I'm kind of feeling a little pushed, but no, it's fine. We also got the grain cart hooked up over there, and the tractor ready to go, I believe. So I need to fuel up the grain cart tractor yet. I'm going to pull the combine out of the way. We didn't quite get the head hooked up. It's not lined up with the latch pin, so I got to set it down and then wiggle it a little bit to get that to go on just right. Yeah, I wasn't really ready for this today, so we're kind of scrambling a little bit. We'll get something done here, but I don't think we're going to do too much today. All right, so I've got the grain cart fueling up over there. We need to run this and make sure everything is set right and what we want. So the first thing is to start with the monitor. Let's get the field and all that set up. So when you change the crop in this monitor, it automatically changes it down here. So now it's showing a corn cob and we're shelling corn. I think we're ready to start it. We need to start it and idle it up so that we can set all the speeds and the clearances. So I just hit the preset for corn. Sieve position set point not reached. Okay, that's right. We were having some issues with our sieve. nicer. It's setting everything else, so we're gonna have to open our sieve up. Chafer is good. Fan speed 1250. Slowing down the threshing speed, we might have to shift it. I'm guessing we're in the high speed range. Yeah. And then our concave clearance 30 is going to probably be too wide. We're going to want to slow that down. 430. Yeah, I don't think we want it to go that fast, but all right. So we're close. Let's run the head. Sweet. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking that first time you start the head up, because you guys remember all the work we did to that last winter where we had it completely tore apart. We painted, we did all kinds of stuff. You can see the paint on the auger and the deck plates and everything there. This is the first time that it has run since then, so you always wonder if you got everything put back together just right, and it appears that we did, so that's good. Speed on that, there we go. We'll hit the speed ranges, a couple of them. There's a 5-speed feeder house or 5-speed gearbox on the feeder house drive on this, so you can speed up and slow down the head. Usually I run it in 2 or 3, so that looks good. I think we're ready to go, other than getting that sieve adjusted a little bit. All right, so I went out to look at that sieve, and there's a manual adjustment on the, well, it's still electronic, but there's a switch on the side of the combine that you can use to adjust it. I did that, opened it all the way up, it still says 3, so it's working. It's just not reading where it's at, so there must be a position sensor in there that's bad or something. When we had that shaker arm go out and we kind of broke some bolts on it, I think it screwed some of that stuff up this summer during wheat. They're going to bale hay. At least that's my theory. So we'll get it fixed at some point. Here we go. We are actually doing this. I believe this is the earliest we have ever shelled corn, at least a significant amount of corn. One year I did the end rows along my plot really early. It was in September. I don't know if it was before the 12th of September or not. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna run off around on the ends here. Dad's coming to pick me up. He's right over there. And then we're gonna go get the grain cart. We've got corn in the grain tank. That's a good thing. Monitor says 25% at the moment, but we are doing end rows. I expect it to be drier out in the field. We're gonna ignore the yield number until we've run a few loads and get out in the main part of the field. All right, we went and got the grain cart, so that's good. And I got the boys and Grandpa's up here. Just quick glance at the ground. We've got too many kernels laying on the ground, so we'll make some adjustments and clean that up. We're just getting started, so it's not critical right now. I mean, it is, but it's not the end of the world. We gotta get everything dialed in. All right, so I've made a couple of adjustments. I slowed our rotor speed down to 300. It was set, the combine set it at 450. I slowed it down to 300 because this corn's sort of wet. I don't want to grind it up. Sample looks okay. We're gonna keep working on it, but it looks okay. I also slowed our fan speed down from 1250 to about 1100, and we may go a little lower than that. We're just gonna balance that with the sample, because I still got a bunch of kernels over there, and I think that fan speed will help, because I think with this corn sort of dying prematurely, the test weight is pretty light on it.
There was thing that we did. We picked.
There was one that we picked?
Yeah, on there.
Oh, could have been.
It was. I can try.
You can do what?
Drive the combine.
You can?
Yeah.
How do you know how to drive a combine?
Because I do.
You gonna do it all by yourself?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So I can go home?
Yeah.
You gonna finish this field?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Have fun.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to do it by myself.
You don't want to do it by yourself?
I got sort of wet.
Oh, you can only do it if you're sitting on my lap?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Does it look good back there, Rylan?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That is going in the floor that slide.
Yep, it does. Those are not terrible numbers. We will have better corn than this. but those are not terrible for this field that has horrible disease pressure. So, yeah. We'll see how the rest of the field shapes up, but I'm okay with that if that's where we are starting from. There's also these spots. Well, it was up to 222 there. It's gonna vary. All right, well, we're getting stuff opened up here. I'm getting way too much stick and cob and stuff. I'm really fighting right now to keep the corn in the combine and get the sample clean. So I'm still working on doing that and figuring it out. But one more round and then we're gonna have to go get a truck. Cart's full. Time to go get a truck. Getting a truck. Waiting on air pressure. All right, I'm back up in the field. I just kind of wanted to look behind the combine a little bit. I know I'm not doing a great job, but I want to see how much I need to adjust yet. How much we've got behind the combine. Some. It's not as bad as I thought. This is too much. But we do have some whole cobs, and we've got some split. They're not whole, but round, that are not broken. So they're pretty soft and spongy. I think that's part of the problem why I'm getting a lot of cob in the sample. 2 kernels per square foot equals 1 bushel loss per acre. You're gonna have some loss. You will never get it all. So seeing a few is not the end of the world. I do not want to see 4, 5, 6 kernels per square foot. And I don't know that we're seeing quite that much. But like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably 5 per square foot there. So 2.5 bushel the acre roughly. That's too much, but it's not like we're throwing 10 bushel out. So keep adjusting, keep adjusting. Here is something though that I don't like to see, and I got to figure out how to clean that up. These kernels still attached to a little piece of cob that they just don't want to come off, and the cob breaks apart, and then you blow the whole chunk out. That's a problem, because kernels add up fast when there's 5 of them, 6 of them attached to a little tiny piece. Well, that's a great start. My fault. Phil called and told me that the doors were open. I forgot, but there was some chunks of wheat growing in the auger when I first started it up that are buried under that pile anyway, so it's fine. All right, well, I had to record another video in there. You guys have probably already seen that one, but we shelled off another grain cart load. We've got that full. We've got the truck over there loaded, so we're gonna call it good for tonight. What did I do here? 11.6 acres. I'm seeing some interesting stuff show up in the yield map with some stripes in there. We'll analyze that more tomorrow once we get out of a strip that I left when I was spraying fungicide earlier. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna take the truck back to the farm. All right, so the average yield of those 11 acres is not great. But like I said, I'm seeing some streaky stuff with the fungicide application that I made. We'll look at that a lot closer once we get out of this stuff a little bit. So I should talk, the reason that we're starting corn right now, one, it's somewhere between 23 to 25%. The combine says the average is like 24 something. We'll see what our moisture tester says. But there's an ethanol plant up north of here that somebody called me yesterday, said they were paying $7.33 a bushel through like Thursday. I looked on their website and they've got bid for first half of September, which would be through the 15th, which might be Thursday, I don't know, at $7.02. That is a pretty darn good price. And for reference, I could sell fall delivery stuff up there at the same place, October, November, for $4.79, I think it was, something like that. So when you can get what is that, two and a quarter more right now than we can in 2 weeks, you take advantage of it. So Phil is going to call up there tomorrow, see what they're offering or what their bid is. We may haul this straight in wet, because I also heard they're offering half price drying, and while it's wet and the drying charge will be significant, if you can gain 2 let's just do some rough math with low numbers, right? Let's call it $2 a bushel difference instead of 2 1/4. And let's call our average yield up here 150. It's better than that, but let's just go with that because it's easy round numbers. 150 bushels to the acre times $2 per bushel is $300 an acre in increased income selling it now versus 2 weeks from now. $300 an acre. There's 75 acres in that field. 75 times 3 is 75 times 3, 75 times 2 is 150, 225. That'd be $22,000 that we can make just by shelling this now instead of 2 weeks from now. Do it! Do it now! All right, time to fix my mistakes. We're gonna take the backhoe up and shovel up that corn. I'm already getting texts from the neighbors making fun of me for this. I told them it was intentional because there was crap in the grain cart auger. So I gotta find it and send them a picture. It's in there, I promise. See? That. You don't want that in your truck anyway. So I saw it come out the auger and I opened the door and dumped it all out. Right. Let's go with that. Good enough. Okay, there's that. So I guess that's enough for tonight. One more thing that I do need to do tonight, tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm going to do a little bit both. They're coming this week to put drywall in our house, which is fantastic, awesome. I don't have any blocking in yet, so that needs to happen tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'm going to grab a notepad and go down there and do a little measuring, see what I need for blocking, make a list so that tomorrow morning I can cut them and take them in and go install them. Yeah, I don't have much light. They put a little sound barrier insulation in here and that wall over there, which is nice. I think they've pretty well got the insulation done. They did do a little bit out here in the garage, which we're not having our builder finish our garage. I'm going to do that myself later, but they put some insulation and ridge or E-vents in up there, did a little above the window. I was surprised they did as much as they did. And I'm like, I wonder if they're coming back to do more. And I was going to let them, but they didn't. So I assumed that they are done. Anyway, but what I mean by blocking is like, there's going to be a toilet here. So I need toilet paper holder right there. So I am going to, rather than rely on getting it installed on this stud, which you can only get one side anyway, I'm going to put a 2x6 across there. So that we have something to anchor it to other than drywall, because drywall is not something you should be anchoring things to ever. So I'm just going through, try not to fall over, measuring how long of a piece that I need, and looks like it's out of focus, but 14 3/4 inches there. So I'm writing that down. Half bath toilet paper, 14 3/4, and then over here we'll have a hand towel, and this one is 14.5, and why they're different I don't know, but they are. So I'm just going to make a list of all the stuff, and then I can cut them in the morning, come down here and screw them in place, and it'll be done. All right, I have quite a list of blocking pieces that I need to cut, so we'll worry about that tomorrow. It's 7:30, I'm going home. So thanks for watching today, guys. Harvest is here. It's go time. We're gonna get busy here real fast, I guess. We still have some cover crop that we need to seed. I don't know if Brock's coming tomorrow or not. I kind of hope he is, because I got plenty of stuff for him to do. I can maybe have him finish planting that cover crop. I've got seed stuff that I have to do this week. We're probably going to try and finish showing that corn up there tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. So it is what it is, and I'm excited to get into stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. Hit that like and subscribe buttons for me. 501. Crazy. Crazy. See you guys tomorrow.